Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. Consider yourself warned. The end of Star Trek Discovery is reportedly linked to broader trends in the streaming industry and market conditions. Detailed analysis by Trek Movie highlights the financial pressures on Paramount Global to cut costs and achieve profitability for its Paramount Plus streaming service, a challenge shared by other major streamers like Netflix, HBO Max, and Disney+. Paramount CFO Naveen Chopra indicated that 2023 represented their peak year for streaming investment, prompting the company to tighten its budget. The conclusion of Star Trek Discovery seems to be a result of these shifting business priorities. Initially, Season 5 of Star Trek Discovery was not intended to be the series finale. However, following the cancellation, Paramount Plus facilitated an additional 3 days of filming in Toronto for the cast and crew. The final episode, Life Itself, directed by Olatunde Osunsanmi and written by showrunner Michelle Paradise, is an extended episode featuring a special coda to conclude the series and resolve the main character arcs. Paradise assured fans that Star Trek Discovery would not end on an unresolved cliffhanger. Despite its mix of loyal fans and critics, it's undeniable that without Star Trek Discovery, the Star Trek universe on Paramount Plus would not exist as it does today. Discovery was instrumental in sustaining the early CBS all-access streaming service, which later evolved into Paramount Plus. The 2 live-action and 2 animated Star Trek series launched since 2020 owe their existence to Discovery. As the franchise's first serialized prestige television show, Discovery set new standards for cinematic visuals and production quality in Star Trek. Moreover, Star Trek Discovery pioneered diversity, inclusivity, and LGBTQ+ representation. Sonequa Martin Green became the first black female lead and later the first black female captain in a Star Trek series. Anthony Rapp's Paul Stamets and Wilson Cruz's Dr. Hugh Culber were the franchise's first openly gay couple in a loving marriage. In Season 3, Blue Del Barrio's Adira Tal and Ian Alexander's Grey were introduced as Star Trek's first non-binary and transgender characters. Discovery paved the way for further LGBTQ+ representation in other Star Trek series, such as Jesse James Keitel's portrayal of the non-binary Captain Angel in Strange New Worlds. In 2022, Star Trek on Paramount Plus had a remarkable year, with all 5 series releasing new episodes, resulting in nearly weekly new content. As 2023 began with similar excitement, the delay of Star Trek Discovery Season 5 to 2024 and the conclusion of Star Trek Picard with its 3rd season brought a sense of uncertainty to the franchise. Despite this, Picard, Season 3, and Strange New Worlds, Season 3 received high acclaim from both critics and audiences. The announcement that Star Trek Lower Decks will end with Season 5 in late 2024 came alongside news of Strange New Worlds being renewed for a 4th season. Once Discovery and Lower Decks conclude, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, aiming for a 2026 release, will join Strange New Worlds as the remaining Star Trek series on Paramount Plus. However, with the launch of 5 new series and the made-for-streaming movie Star Trek Section 31, Star Trek Discovery's success is undeniable, and its positive influence on the franchise will be lasting. Star Trek Discovery laid the groundwork for the Star Trek franchise on Paramount Plus to continue expanding, though there's no indication of a 6th season following its series finale. The 32nd century timeline established in Discovery will carry on through Star Trek Starfleet Academy, potentially featuring some characters from Discovery. While a streaming movie for Star Trek Discovery on Paramount Plus is possible, its likelihood depends on the performance of Star Trek Section 31, and the current uncertainty about Paramount's sale makes it unlikely in the near future. On the theatrical front, Star Trek is gaining momentum after nearly a decade since the release of Star Trek Beyond in 2016. Paramount Pictures has announced an untitled Star Trek Origin movie directed by Toby Haynes, which will begin production in late 2024 with a projected release in 2025 or 2026. Simon Kinberg, known for producing X-Men, is reportedly in talks to manage the Star Trek theatrical franchise similarly to how Alex Kurtzman oversees Star Trek on Paramount Plus. Additionally, the long-rumored Star Trek 4, produced by J.J. Abrams, still aims to reunite the USS Enterprise cast led by Chris Pine. Star Trek Discovery marked a new era for Star Trek on television, with Captain Michael Burnham's series leaving a lasting legacy. Thanks for watching. I will see you next.